Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the regular Hospital District Board meeting, but before I call us to order, I'd just like to note that we're having this meeting on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people. I would like to ask everyone to please turn their phones to silent or vibrate or whatever it takes to not make them, or to make them not noisy. And I'd also like to welcome to the meeting tonight, alternate directors Justice and McNeil. Welcome. So I'll now call the meeting to order. Turn to Mr. Barry.
Mr. Chair, approval of the agenda.
Moved by Director Stone, seconded by Director Marsh. Next meeting. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor and those opposed, motion carries. Minutes of the meeting of August 8th, they've been published. We have a motion to approve the minutes of that meeting. Moved by Director Stone, seconded by Director Acton. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. No business arising. To public input. Is there anyone at the meeting today in the gallery that would like to provide input to the board, hospital board? Nobody here? Excellent. Next, we go down to staff reports. HSR1.
Yes, Mr. Chair, the first staff report from the Finance Division, the 2019 Provisional Hospital District Budget. And this is the staff report. The recommendation is for information. The bylaw is later in the agenda. So at this point, it's just for information.
Please come forward, yes. We thought that because this is the first hospital district board meeting and first budget for a number of you, that we'll have a brief explanation as to the material before you. The floor is yours.
So we bring a provisional budget to the Regional Hospital District Board for adoption before the end of the year because the Regional Hospital District only has a one-year budget. So they don't operate like a regional district with a five-year budget. They only have 1 year. By adopting it prior to December 31st, that gives us the authority to make some expenditures between January 1st and March 31st when the actual budget must be adopted. So this is called a provisional budget. It will likely have some changes, and the Island Health will be coming to discuss some of their specific projects with you at a later date. Everything in the proposed provisional 2019 budget has been approved previously or is a carry forward from the 2018 year. So there is a $1 million increase to the requisition. That was a board approval in previous years to increase the contribution to reserve by $1 million per year until that contribution is $10 million annually. And as we discussed during board orientation, that will hopefully then cover the interest costs for the borrowing necessary when the new hospital is built.
Excellent. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Soldera? Excellent. Seeing none, you're off the hook. Next item, Mr. Barry.
Moving on to the bylaw sections for the hospital district. Before you, you have bylaw number 143, Cowichan Valley Regional Hospital District Provisional Budget Bylaw. And the first motion is to grant it first three readings.
Moved by Director Marsh, seconded by Director Marcotte. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? And those opposed? None opposed? That motion carries.
And
Mr. Barry.
bylaw 143 for adoption.
Moved by Director Stone, seconded by Director Sebring. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the question. All those in favor? And those opposed? None opposed? The motion carries. Seems like we're down to question period. Anyone in the gallery have any questions for the chair? Seeing none? No closed session, Mr. Barry?
Nope.
Motion to adjourn. Moved by just about everyone in the room and seconded. All in favor? Those opposed, we're adjourned. Couple of minutes until the next meeting begins.